friends, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of the video, I have a haul to share today, and I have a bit of a collection saved up here. This is everything I've gotten since my last haul video. I believe that was a few months ago. I'm hoping it was a few months ago because otherwise I'm getting ridiculous here. But let me go ahead and clear off what I've got to share here, and we will get into all of the fun things. Okay, I think I'm going to start with my probably least coloring related, although not necessarily. These Sharpie S-Note Duo markers. They're a dual tip marker, and I got these from Walmart. They were very reasonably priced, and I initially got them just to use in planning stuff, and I started highlighting things in some of my books. I started going to a few book clubs and wanted to have notes and stuff. So I bought these. They've got this chisel tip on one side, and then the other tip has I think a fine point tip. Oh, and the lids are tight, which is good. Not quite fine tip. It's more of a rounded dotting tip, which is kind of nice. So initially I got them for not coloring, but then the more I used them, the more I thought these would actually be kind of fun to use in coloring as well. So I think I probably will try them out a little bit here and there. I'm not sure if I'll do whole pages with them or just maybe little accent pieces, but these are great and I've really enjoyed using them so far. Really pretty colors. And like I said, those were just at Walmart. Super affordable. And then also at Walmart, I got, like I said, I've gotten into kind of marking my books for different things. So I picked up this little tiny bright set of sticky flags, and then this whole pack I found, it came up as a recommendation after I bought these, and I got this whole pack of them for I think $5. Super affordable. And of course I love color, so I was a sucker to add them to my cart right away. But like I said, really affordable. I've already used them in books, and then also I found that it's really nice to have for marking my coloring pages throughout the month, especially because you can write right on these, and with the coloring game that I play, if you haven't checked it out, I have videos of a monthly game I play to help choose some of the pages I'm going to color, and I can write what prompt was chosen on the marker and then mark each page that way. So really helps me get organized, and of course how fun and pretty. So I have those, not exactly coloring related, but I am finding that I'm using them in my coloring world. So next, supplies. I found at Joann Fabric these new paints. These are acrylic paints, and I am hoping to use them some in some of the backgrounds of things that I'm coloring and working on. So I snatched them up, mostly again because I'm a sucker for color, and look how pretty these colors are. So fun. So I haven't tried them out yet. I'm really interested to see how they work, what the coverage is like, all of that. If you're interested in seeing that in a video, please let me know and I'd be happy to do that. Definitely excited to start playing around with those a little bit. And then on that note, sorry for the rustling plastic here. I hopped on the Joann website and then checked out. I was looking for different things. For one thing, for my coloring outside the book videos, where I try to color things that are not necessarily just in a coloring book. So I found a few options, and I'm going to use these paints definitely on some of these things. So I found this really cute, what are these called? Let me see. It's called a glass terrarium scene. So really cute and fun. And I definitely want to paint and potentially color. I'm still working out ideas for that on this. And then I thought it would be really fun also in the bottom to add some sand and tiny seashells. So we'll see. That may be a video coming up. I haven't fully worked out the details yet, so I'm not sure. But also have as an option this. It is just a summer little like tabletop decor piece. And this one, I feel like I'm definitely more likely to do a coloring outside the book video on. I do have some ideas for this one that I think will be really fun. So, um, that is this one. And then I have one more as well because I just went a little nuts. I could not control myself. All right, this is the last one I got. This is a tic-tac-toe board. They just call it wooden decor, but it has little pieces so that you could play tic-tac-toe. And of course, they're all paintable. And I'm super excited to use these paints on this. I think it's going to be so pretty, so fun. So that is definitely in the plans. And I may just figure out something for a coloring outside the book video for this as well. We'll have to see. But I've got lots of fun things to work on. Like I said, I went a little nuts there. But lots of fun ideas with that. All right, and then sticking with the Joann fabric purchases, I was trying to think back if I used these in a video, because I know I have worked with these so far. And I can't remember. I think I did put them in a video. These are paint sticks by their Pop brand, and I use them for a background, I believe. And what I did was I took them and sort of used them like a, oh, I can't think of the name of them. I can't think of the name of them now. But I know I've seen them used before, and you just, what I did was I took them, scribbled them on a, just like a Dollar Tree cutting board with a rough side, and then used a wet brush and picked up the color that way and put it on the page. And I really liked them. So, and they were super affordable. They were, I think I used a coupon and they were really cheap. So, a nice, if you wanted to try out that technique, I'm sorry, I cannot think of the name of what those are. If you wanted to check out that technique in a low cost way, I would recommend doing this because those were fun to play with and they worked really well and like I said, super affordable. All right, and then I also got I got a pack of the Art Smith brushes from Joann Fabric, and I really picked up this pack because I'm missing my favorite brush that had a really nice, there's a thing holding it together, a really nice fine tip, and there's a few in here that come to a really nice point, and I'm hoping that these hold up nicely and that they're a good quality. So I'm going to try them out and I will report back on those for sure. And because once again, a nice affordable option, and I liked the variety that was in this set. So happy to have those in my collection and have a couple more fine tip brushes to play around with. And then this I bought. These are the Royal Langnickel Essentials Artist Pencils. Now I had purchased the smaller pack. I have that here, 24 set, and I really liked these. So I tried to check and see if they had a larger collection of colors, and unfortunately the highest that they have is 36, a 36 count. but you do get a good variety, more colors, and I like that. I feel like this set already with the just the 24 had a good mix of usable greens and browns. Um, and then this one added even more. So I was really happy about that. I feel like a lot of sets I'm just frustrated with the browns that they offer, and sometimes the greens too for that matter. And this one I think does a nice job with the tones that they give you. So I'm excited to have these to use and kind of supplement the set I already had. And I know I have duplicates, but like I said, I really like that set, and these are affordable too. So I was definitely willing to go ahead and pay for the 36 count set. I wish they come out with a bigger set because I really do like those pencils. And because I like the pencils so much, I decided to get this their pack of pastels. I really love the color selection that they have in this kit. I'm really excited to get into these. I have another set. It's just I think it's the name brand that Hobby Lobby offers that I have in chalk pastels, which I've really enjoyed using. It's my favorite background to do. But I'm hoping these are a little bit more vibrant than the ones from Hobby Lobby because they are a little light on the page. And they just don't build. They're just light and that's it. So I'm hoping these will build a little bit more. And I really like I said, the color selection that came in the kit here. There's 36 in here, so excited to try this one out as well. And then this is not coloring related, but I showed a little embroidery printed cross stitch piece that I had worked on a few months ago, and it kind of um, got a little bug in me to do a little more sewing. And I found this on the Joanne Fabric website as well, and it's just so pretty. It's got the prettiest colors in it. Just a little embroidery mandala. So I kind of treated myself to that too, because that looks like a fun little project to do. So, and that way I can keep on with that desire to sew a little bit. All right, so now we're into books. Um, I picked up the mythographic Fairy Wonderland by Fabiana Attanasio. I got this at Walmart. I picked it up and I flipped I think I flipped 2 pages and I was like, yep, you're coming home with me. I just really love this. Really love this book. Love pretty much anything. I think anything Fabiana Attanasio does. Um, and yeah, super excited. I love this one here. Look how cool that page is. It's painting. I just love it. Um, I feel like lately, every time I turn around, there's a new mythographic book out. I have a handful now, but I just feel like the rate they're going, there's no way I'll ever have a full collection. But this one definitely I wanted in my collection. So I'm kind of on the fence with the new summer one that came out. I really like it, but I just don't know how many I need to add right now. It takes me so long to finish at 1 page in here. It just seems excessive to get too many. But this one had to come home with me, so it did. And I was on Amazon and kind of searching around, and I found this book. It popped up as a suggestion. It's called Imagine by Angie Grace and Letty Blue, and they have a collection of different books, and I was curious about it, so I went ahead and got it, and it's really interesting, very different, and just you can definitely tell there's 2 different artists working on this. This is so cute. But I love some of these pages. I think they are mostly, if not all, grayscale. Look how cute that is. That would be so fun for fall. I really love the artwork in here. Look how cute this little alien is. It's going to be so fun. It's a, you know, one of those more intensely grayscaled. So if that's a turn off for you, you may not want to go for these, but I really like them. I think they're fun. And I'm excited to get into it. Look how cool. Ooh, you could do a whole stack of different colored pencils here. And you could even make him like rainbow to go with it. That would be fun. All right, enough with this one. So Imagine by Angie Grace and Letty Blue. And like I said, I found that on Amazon. They have quite a few in their collection. And then I have two. These were mildly disappointing, I guess, that I picked up on Thrift Books. They popped up as suggestions, and they were really cheap. I think like $2, $2 and $3 maybe. This one's called A Walk in the Woods by Dot Barlow. It's put out by Dover Coloring, and it is not exactly what I thought it was going to be. It is kind of neat, but definitely I feel like, yeah, it was put out in 2003. I was going to say it feels like an older book. The paper is pretty nice, though. It's pretty nice. It's got like almost like a grid on it, like it's a watercolor paper, but it's not as heavy as watercolor. And it's not single-sided, so I'm not going to be able to do a lot there, but and it kind of tells a story with each animal. It tells you the things that are in the picture, which is kind of cool, and that's kind of a neat one to have in my collection. It just wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. With thrift books, you can't see the insides of the pictures or of the books, so it is what it is. And yeah, I'll definitely get in here and color at least a few pages. They do have a few that are already colored in the front and the back, so if I wanted to do a copycat page, I could do that as well. There's a lot of detail that was put into this. They've got all the common names and scientific names in the back. And yeah, you can hear this is like some pretty substantial paper too for a thin little book like this. It's kind of interesting. So that's A Walk in the Woods by Dot Barlow. And then I also picked up this Forest Stories, and I'm not going to be able to say that name properly, so I'm just going to leave it here. And this was put out in 2020. It's definitely less quality paper, but I feel like yeah, I don't know if this is Amazon though. But the artist seems so sweet. She has the sweetest message to her family, and they're just really cute, fun images. I love this one. The only disappointment with this is how thin the paper is. Like, you can see the design from the other side coming through even. So it's a very thin paper. Doesn't feel like Amazon paper though. I don't know. But I'll have some fun with this. It's one of those where you can just take it and let your imagination run and add tons of color and sparkle and glitter and whatever you want, and you know, low stakes coloring, which is always fun to have. So that is the Forest Stories coloring book number 1. by Dominica Golab, maybe. Um, and that was again from Thrift Books as well. My husband thought of me and got me this little wooden build your own peacock. He said he thought maybe I could use that as a coloring outside the book video, which was really sweet. So I'm definitely going to try to figure out a way to do that. Because how could I not? But yeah, and also, which one? This one would be pretty to use as paints for the peacock. So that's another possible plan for a video. If not, I'll just do it for fun on my own, don't worry. Then I have another one I found. I kind of went down a little search in Amazon for books that I'd never heard of before. I just wanted something new and different, and you know, something to jazz things up a little bit. So I found this one, The Mystical Meadows Fantasy Garden Coloring Journey. And this is by Lila Bloomfield. And I really like this one. There's so many fun. I love this page. I think this was one I could see on Amazon when I looked at the little sampler of pages. I think you could see this one, and I was like, "Yep, that'll work." There's another really pretty gazebo one. A lot of pretty garden ones with the labyrinths in them. I think that's so cool. This one's adorable. How pretty would that be colored in? I'm excited to do this one. And then some more mandala sort of looking ones. That one's pretty. There's a lot of really fun pictures. And this book is huge. I mean, look how thick that is. I don't know if it tells you how many pictures are in it. I don't see that. Maybe it doesn't tell you. But it's kind of cute. They make it like a little journey, and it's like you're walking through, and each page kind of takes you, then you get to a locked place, and then the gate opens, and then there's a little more detail to it, and then you've walked through the gate, and you're in this garden, and then we're into the labyrinths. And yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's a neat concept for a book. And yeah, I'm happy to have that in my collection as well. And finally, the last two, I just couldn't resist. I had held back on Coloring Heaven for quite a while because I have way too many of them that I have not colored in at all. And I just couldn't hold off on these. Couldn't keep myself away. So the first one is their Pocket Happy Moments book. And this has designs by Paper Panda, and it's just so cute and fun. And it's seasonal. I love a good seasonal book because I'm definitely a seasonal colorist, and I like having books that will just suit any time of the year. Look how cute. And I love bunnies, so there's lots of bunnies in this one. This one's so cute too. Oh, I love that one. I would color this one and frame it and put it by my bookcases. That would be fun. Yeah, so, yeah, couldn't resist this one. I've been trying to resist it for a few months. It's been out for a little bit, but finally couldn't hold back anymore. And mostly because I saw that this summer one came out, and summer is my favorite time of the year, so I also couldn't resist this one. So I got this one as well, and this has a variety of artists in it. It has Agata Pop, which I just, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but I just purchased some of their minis on Etsy not that long ago, so it was cool to see them in here. Um, and Daria Kakirsoy, probably saying that wrong, but I've never heard of that artist and love their work. So cute. I believe that one of my very favorite Rada prints is in here. And I've colored quite a handful of these, but that's okay because I would be happy to color them again as well. I know I've done that one, and I've done, where's the other one? This one. I've done that one as well. So be fun to do those again and have some other ones. And we've got another one that I'm not going to be able to say. And then there's Lenka Filinenko. I've done a few of their pages as well. Although I don't think any of the ones that are in here. And this is an exclusive from them, so that's pretty cool. And this one as well. And then there's a few from Coloring Book Cafe as well in here. So it's a fun book. Nice little collection. Introduced me to some new artists and has some favorite artists in here. So definitely don't regret buying that, even though I already have too many books. But that is it. That is my collection of things. I'm excited to have this filmed so I can get them out of the pile that I've had them sitting in for weeks and weeks and get them put away and in my collection. Hopefully you'll see some videos coming with some of the things I mentioned. If there's anything specific you'd like to see more of, please let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to do that. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.